Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 314. Happy Friday. We are here at the weekend, and I had a lot of fun. I've got a hobby hangover. We had Bowman mega boxes, we had beers, we had pizza, we had basketball, and a little Cubs baseball pre-gaming for the Milwaukee Bucks game last night. My buddies, Brian, aka Offbeat All Stars, and Ryan, aka Ripping One Handed, came over. We were down here hanging out in the rec room, the card room. We were doing all things hobby. It was so much fun. We did a little video, completely unedited, unscripted, a lot of fun. Just kind of rolled the camera around. We were opening mega boxes. Brian had 2. I think Ryan had 6. I opened like 6. So it was a blast. We had a lot of fun. What's up, George? Good morning, Zach. George is almost done with his night walk. So we had some rain yesterday. Finally, over a month. It's been like 6 weeks since we've seen a drop of rain in my neighborhood. So it finally broke through, and I think we got a couple inches of rain last night. So that'll give my water bill a little break. Been running sprinklers for the last 2.5 weeks daily. So very much needed rain. I also like it when it rains after like a period of a month of no rain, to where I don't feel guilty in the summer spending time down here doing card stuff. So I've been on 2 big bike rides this week. So it kind of took away a little bit from my card time. Ironically, so yesterday I talked about sales tanking. I made like hardly any sales yesterday. Just a few here and there. And then all of a sudden, after we started opening Bowman, I had like within 30 minutes, I had 3 Bowman 2021 Bowman sales. It was crazy. It's like all of a sudden, and these cards have been listed for a couple weeks, all of a sudden selling some Bowman. Been raining in Korea, could make the hike tomorrow treacherous. I had thought about, so I don't know if I talked about this yesterday. I think I did, about the bike shortage and how I was traveling around looking for bike racks. I want to take a bike ride. Spotted Cow is made by New Glarus Brewing Company in New Glarus. It's about so it's about 30 minutes from my house, and kind of my like goal is to bike to New Glarus. I'm not quite there yet, because it might take like I may have to transport my charger, because I don't know if I'll have enough battery, and I'm not in any shape to. There's some big hills, so I'll need that motor on some of those hills. So that's kind of my goal. There's a bike path that goes from New Glarus to, through a couple other small towns. So I wanted to ride that path, but it's a pain to put my bike in the back of my SUV. It's awkward. It's a heavy bike. It's just not easy to transport without an actual bike rack carrier. So I thought about doing that Saturday. Now that there's actually, I've gone like 6 weeks without even looking at the weather, because I know it's not going to rain. I don't have to make, any plans around the weather. So, maybe it rains. Maybe we get this front in, and now all of a sudden 3 days a week, we're going to get rain, and I actually have to start looking at the forecast again. So that was kind of my plan, was to do that bike path. I don't know. I may actually go to some other bike shops to look for bike racks. Bob, what's up? Good morning. So we did the mega box palooza last night. And also I bought 5 more mega boxes. So I think my total count is 56 mega boxes. Now I've opened quite a few of those. I've opened 16 maybe. And I still have, so my lot of 18 or 15, I can't remember. But I got a big box yesterday from a Facebook Marketplace purchase. I have another 13 coming from another marketplace purchase. I think those are going to be delivered tomorrow. And then I took the afternoon off yesterday. I wanted to get some eBay shipments done because I'd gone for a bike ride Wednesday night, didn't do that. So I wanted to get some eBay shipments out. I'd been doing some sorting, so I needed to clean up the rec room. So I took the afternoon off, did some of that, looked at Facebook Marketplace. There was somebody selling 5 mega boxes, and they had a good price on it. So I offered, I think I offered 180 for 5. He came back and he's like, deal for 190, which 190 is $38 per mega box, and I've been paying $40 for my mega boxes on the secondary market. So thought that was a good deal. So we met up. He's like, when can you meet? And I'm like, I can meet anytime between now and 5:30. Otherwise, have to be Friday night. So he's like, I can meet up now. So boom, boom, boom. It was transaction from me reaching out initially, maybe an hour, because he got back to me. He threw a number at me, I threw a number back, and we met up and added 5 more mega boxes to the tally. George bought 4 and opened 2 and got 2 on the shelf. So yeah, I'm going to leave a bunch sit. So we did not have very good results on our mega boxes. The first batch that I opened from my Target purchases were better so far than the secondary market pickups. But out of I think I ended up last night opening 7 boxes total, because I opened one after the guys left. And I pulled 4 color, so that's not bad. 4 colors out of 7 boxes. No autos. Brian opened just 2 boxes, and he had a pretty decent run on like just base. So he pulled an Austin Martin base chrome. He pulled I think a Blaze Jordan paper base. And he pulled a Blaze Jordan Mojo refractor. And then I think like a Bobby Witt Mojo. So he did pretty well on just on value. Ryan pulled a Garrett Mitchell Redemption auto, base Mojo auto. And then I think he also pulled a Joey Bart Rookie of the Year favorites numbered to 99. And then he pulled a pink. I can't remember who the pink was. It wasn't a big name, but he also pulled a of 199. So he pulled an auto in 2 color out of 6 boxes, and then I pulled 4 color out of 7, maybe 8 boxes. So I pulled, my first was a Futurist Corbin Carroll blue, numbered to 150. I pulled a Tristan Cassis, numbered to 99. It's the green. It's not a first. I did pull, this must be a new color. I don't think they've had these in mega boxes before. Sky blue. These are numbered to 225. So that was a first Bowman of Alexander Ramirez, numbered to 225. And I actually did put that on eBay last night. And then that was probably the best hit. And then this would be second best. Futurist, insert Bobby Witt Jr., number 299. So we played a game. We're like, how much do you think these sell for? So my thought on the Bobby Witt was like 15. I think Ryan said 20. I think Brian said around 20. And we were all like right in the wheelhouse. So I think the last couple sales on the Bobby Witt Futurist of 99, the last sale was like $16.50. I think there was a $20 sale. There was a couple like $18 sales. So we were like right in there. So those were my color hits. Zach says, can one shop on Facebook Marketplace and not be on Facebook? That is a great question. I don't know how that works. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm just automatically, I would think you'd have to log. I'm only on MySpace. I would think you have to log in to like access anything. So Zach, have you ever? I will ask this. So have you ever, without logging in or without having a Facebook profile, have you been able to like peruse the actual site? Because I don't know if you can actually look things up. Like on Twitter, you can like lurk on Twitter without having a Twitter profile. Um, and I know this because when I worked in college athletics, our head coach uh, always looked at my tweets, and he would always on the bus he would he would talk about my tweets, and I'm like, how do you don't have Twitter? And he's like, oh, but I know how to look at tweets because he has like 5 kids. So he was always looking at, what his kids were posting, and they were young adults. So that was funny. I visited public sites. My wife uses it, but I'm not on Facebook. So if you've been able to like get into the site to see public sites, I would think you could access Marketplace. I don't know. I don't know. I just go to facebook.com. Let me see if I can log out and log, because I'm on my laptop down here and I'm like never on Facebook down here. I'm always like, when I look at Marketplace, it's just like on my phone, just like randomly looking around. So yeah, I've got just notifications out the wazoo because I'm never on this computer on Facebook. So let's am I logged out now? Okay, I think I'm logged out. Let me open back up. So yeah, it's gonna bother. I have to do this because otherwise it's gonna bother me. So when I go to Facebook, like I can't like it. I don't think you can like just get into Facebook without like a login. Because so I've logged out, and now when I go to facebook.com, it's like the login screen. And so I have to log in. It shows my recent logins. So I don't think, what's down here, Marketplace. Oh, hey, you can. You totally can. So Zach, you totally can. So when you go to facebook.com, it'll like it's like a login screen, but at the very bottom, there's a bunch of small, so you scroll down, and at the very bottom, there's like sign up, login, Messenger, Facebook Lite, all that. There is a Facebook Marketplace link. It just says Marketplace. And if you click on that, you can access the Marketplace. So I'm going to search Bowman. Take a shot, Ken. Within 40 miles. Okay, so yeah. So $40 mega box, $45, and these are all local. And it's actually, I like this better than the phone app because it's really annoying on the app, the Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace on the app, because it like toggles between shipping and local, and so like I only want local, and then all of a sudden I'll see like, oh, this is awesome, click on it, and it's like California. It's like, I wanted local only. You did not hijack the show, because of that I'm like out of stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna be wrapping up anyway. Going to look for some junk wax. Yeah, and I think now's the time to buy. So like, and stuff, the mega boxes are just like, I think a lot of people just bought, and wow, here's another one for, yeah, now everything. So they started like a week ago, all the Bowman mega boxes were like $50. And my price point has always been $40. I'm not paying any more than $40, whether it's pick up in person, or if it's shipped to me. So $40 is my max. Now I'm seeing a lot of $40 mega boxes. So this guy has a bunch. Looks like he's showing like 15. Okay, but I can't. So when I actually click onto a listing, like it doesn't show me like the username or any information. There's just a buy now button. So that could be a roadblock, Zach. Let me try a different listing. I think that might be the same seller. So yeah, this one. So this one actually allows me to message the seller, but then you have to log in. So Zach, you're gonna run into some roadblocks. You'll be able to peruse, but I think if you actually want to communicate and try to buy something, you'll have to create a profile. George said I paid 40 each for my 4. I'm the same, a buyer at 40. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna buy 40 and I'm gonna rip some. And I'll probably, I mean, I've ripped how many? Probably 15 to 20. I may have like another Rip Palooza just on my own at some point. Zucker. I may do like a Rip Palooza and open, I don't know, like 10 more and then just hold the rest. It's really hard for me to hold, but I joked with the guys last night. It's like, it's really hard for me to hold sealed stuff and not open it. But if I have so much stuff, if I buy so much of it, I don't have time to open it. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, I've got 50 boxes. I don't have time to open 50 boxes. And now it's like, well, let's just open a few more and just sell what I have. Sell the singles. And then we'll see, because, at $40, I don't see these dropping in value, because somebody's going to break out, even the top. And here's how I look at Bowman. I see a lot of like complaints that, oh, Bowman sucks. Bowman's a product that is especially regular Bowman is a product like most of the first Bowman cards are guys that are 18, 19. They're like the international free agents. So they're not showing up on top 100 lists yet because they haven't played any, pro baseball. And it's not often you get guys like Jason Dominguez. I mean, that's like, I'm not going to say generational because we had Bryce Harper, 15 years ago. But, there's only a Jason Dominguez come along every 10 years to where he's never taken a professional at bat yet. There's all this hype around him. So with Bowman Draft, you're going to have, you're also going to pay more because it's hobby only. And the prices are crazy. But with regular Bowman, we won't know some of these guys. Austin Martin and Blaze Jordan only have hype because they're like the top guys out of this group of first Bowmans. I think Blaze Jordan is like a AA guy. He may peter out in AA, AAA. Maybe he gets a cup of coffee. Who knows? Maybe he's an all-star. But I've used the comparison before. He's like a Brian DePirac from the Cubs 20 years ago. Blaze Jordan is like number 10 on the Red Sox top 10, like organizational. Austin Martin was the 5th overall pick, and he was kind of ballied about because he went to Vanderbilt. But yeah, at release, there's not like that shiny Wander Franco, Jason Dominguez type player. Yeah, George says because Blaze Jordan was hitting 500-foot home runs at 13. So that's the hype surrounding Blaze Jordan. So, some of these first Bowmans and you look back and in 2017, yeah, you can look back now and say, well, Ronald Acuna was in 2017. People weren't buying Ronald Acuna in 2017. People were buying Kevin Maitan. Remember him? And he's still young. He's in the Angels organization now, but he was the top guy in 2017. But a couple years later, Ronald Acuna. So could there be another that type of player of the 2021 crop? We don't know. Just take a look here. Sandy Gaston, Johan Rojas, Aaron Sabato, Ishmael Mena. So yeah, so it's always fun to watch. And I like, sell Austin Martin, sell Blaze Jordan now, stash the rest away. And who knows? I did that with Kelenic. I did that with Julio Rodriguez, and it paid off handsomely. Wait a couple years. You pull a couple of those guys, you pull 3 or 4 of those cards, Bowman Chrome first of those guys. If you sell now, you're going to get $1, $2. But if you just stash them in a box, what's holding back on $5-10 when it could be 100 in 2 years? Now the chances are slim. Now not everybody's going to be Acuna, Rodriguez, but there's always going to be a couple guys that their prices will shoot up at some point in their trajectory through the minor league system. And some of these guys will peter out in AA, but 1 or 2 will slip through the cracks. And just look at the history of Bowman over the last, I don't know, even go back 10 years, go back to 2011 and take a look at, who was in there. And it's more fun to look at, okay, at release, who was the guy? When I fell in love with Bowman was 1998. And now you look back and there's some decent first Bowman cards in 98. But it's just not like it's not the Bowman of now. It wasn't, and I think they were rookie cards in 98 because it was, a decade before the rookie logo was introduced. But Ruben Mateo and Eddie Yarnell and there was a guy from the Yankees. I can't remember what his name was. And these guys were like, I was selling in 99. I was selling Ruben Mateo Bowman cards for like $2-3 a pop. And look, and then other guys came through and I'll go through the 98 Bowman and be like, oh man, I remember all the hype around Eddie Yarnell and Ruben Mateo, yet Paul Konerko, he was 96 or 94, but some guy who came out and was, a multi-time all-star had a rookie card in 98. So that's what I like about Bowman is at release, you can sell the hot guy at release. And in 2 years, he may not be the hot prospect anymore. So that's my Bowman chat. What's up, Dan? Good morning. So that's all I had for today. A lot of fun. I've got some cleanup. I made a mess with my boxes. I just rip and toss on the floor. Oh, and I did find the perfect breaking table. So I wanted to set up so I could kind of like scan the room last night on the YouTube, and the video is up on my YouTube channel if you want to watch us breaking the boxes and just chatting in my basement. It's up. So I was looking for a table, and I've got this like glass top table that is used to hold some wrestling magazines in my storage area. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this. And it's like sitting at the chair I was sitting at and opening, I can put the camera out, and it's like the perfect breaking table. So I'm going to have to utilize that more for my breaks. Like now that I found like a good setup where it's like, hey, this is perfect. I can like everything works ergonomically. So I may do some more live breaks because I've finally figured out a good way to do it. So that was fun. That's all I had for today. This weekend, not sure what. Oh, this weekend, Saturday night is Hobby Roundtable over on 3B Collections channel. So I know Herman's going to be on. I think Uncle Rich may be on. I think Steph from About the Cards may be on. I think Brad's going to be on, Texas Card Dude. I think Ken will be on. George and Dan, I'm not sure. Are you guys going to be on? So Hobby Roundtable is Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central. And again, that's on the 3B Collection channel. So we'll be talking. So we're going to be talking about, and I had kind of an outline. We're going to be talking about quarter boxes. And so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to tease. Oh, I think John Newman's going to be on with us tomorrow night. Yeah, we're going to talk about hobby budgets and quarter boxes. So I've been all about my quarter boxes, and I mentioned after my May card show that I was going to adjust my strategy, and I was going to adjust it kind of backwards. Now I've totally adjusted my strategy, completely different, and it's going to be bigger. and better than ever. So I'll share that tomorrow night on Hobby Roundtable, what I'm going to do differently with my bargain boxes at my next card show. By the way, the next card show here in Madison, Wisconsin is June 26th. That is next Saturday, 9 to 3, Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. And you can come. Yeah, I'll be in the back of the room with all my bargain boxes, and I'll share the reasons behind the strategy that I'm going to do tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, Hobby Roundtable on 3B Collection channel. Dan should be there tomorrow night. If weather is great and I have energy after the hike tomorrow, I won't be there. All right, George. So thanks for tuning in this morning. Have a great Friday. And I will be live tomorrow morning. My weekend schedule is wonky, probably between 8 and 9 tomorrow morning when I typically go on Saturdays. So that tomorrow morning, and then again 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Hobby Roundtable, and that'll be on Herman's channel, 3B Collection. So tune in; it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the chat, and we'll talk tomorrow.